What you're about to hear will inspire, entertain, and keep you cheering for more. Youth baseball and softball players, coaches, and fans from around the globe join Coach Aaron and the field team on their journey to make the game even more fun and even more exciting than ever. From mound visits to dugout stories and game-changing plays, we bring you tips and stories from players, coaches, trainers, and more. Now. Make sure you've got your eye black ready, and let's slide into the action. On the count of 3, let's hear a big, loud play ball. 1, 2, 3.
Play ball.
There we go. Welcome back to the Slide Podcast. And today, first of all, let's start with I'm Coach Aaron. And today we're joined by 2 of our brand new field reporters. So joining us from Denton, Texas, Mr. Prince Trey Njoku, and from Jacksonville, Florida, Dalen McCants. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Good. All right. Well, look, Dalen, both of you guys have been on the show this past season, I believe it was, and so now you're a part of the show. What do you guys think about that?
Feel good.
Yeah, feel good. Feel like you signed you signed with your first NIL deal or something. You feel proud.
Yeah, but except with no money.
Yeah, that's right. Except with no money. Because I ain't getting no money either. So, but look, hey, who knows, man? We might change the world a little bit, and you never know, man. Who knows? Well, let's catch up with you two before we get into our guest today. And so, Prince, dude, you guys battled it out last week in flag football. Of course, I got to mention this, Prince and the 12-year-old age.
It was tackle. It was tackle.
It was what?
Tackle.
Oh. Tackle. That's right. It was tackle. Number 1 wide receiver in the 12-year-old age bracket in the country. Prince Trey Njoku. How'd it go, man? Because it looked pretty good. How'd you finish up?
It went good, but the second round after that first game in YNC, we lost to the number one seed, and then we went to C1N. And went to Cam Newton's tournament, and then we won that.
You got to meet Cam Newton, right?
Yeah.
I saw the video. Were you nervous when you walked into the room and saw him sitting there at the table?
Yeah.
That had to have been a shock.
I met him once. It was last year in Florida. I mean, was it Georgia or Florida? It was Georgia. And then I asked to take a picture, but he had to go somewhere.
Yeah. Well, did you get a picture with him this time?
No. Yeah. Again.
Man, we're gonna have to put him on blast now. Like, come on now. He put you on the spot when you first walked in, so he at least owed you a picture. But, all right, that's all right. Well, look, how was the stats? I mean, you got to ask some stats because that's part of the game. How'd you finish up?
I finished up good. I had probably 10 touchdowns this year, maybe over.
You said how many?
10 touchdowns.
10.
10 plus.
All right. I would say that's pretty good. I don't really know in your age division what you get, but man, I got to assume that's pretty good if you're the number 1 guy out there. So, all right, man. Let's get over to Dalen. Dalen, Jacksonville, Florida, man. What's been going on in your world? So you got to go to Panama to play for Baseball USA. How was that, man?
Definitely a different experience. You're away from your parents for so long. It was whoa. It was man.
Well,
how
was it a good whoa or?
It was all right, bro. It's when you get so much stuff to do when your parents are home, and then you're away from them, and then you're oh, I feel so great not doing anything. And then you go, and you're oh crap, I'm grateful for that. It was like that.
I got it. I got you. I get that. I mean, you had some freedom there on your own. Did you make good choices? You made
Um,
good choices, right?
yeah.
Oh, he's having to think about it. Oh, he didn't give us an answer there, guys. If you're riding in your car or working out in the gym, he didn't give us an answer there. So I guess what happens in Panama stays in Panama, right, Dalen?
Yeah.
Well, hey, you guys won some ball games, right?
Yeah.
How was that, man? How was playing in another country, foreign soul, playing against teams you'd never played against before?
All right. So the championship game, we're
Mm-hmm.
we're down like 6-3, and we had like a rain delay. That helped us so much and get our groove back. And then we went to a whole nother stadium, and so I was leading off that inning. And when I was facing my friend that plays on my team, Carlos, um, he threw me a curveball low and in, smacked it right up the middle somehow, and the rally got started right there.
Awesome. That was the game under the lights.
Yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. You guys took home the gold there, right?
Yeah, and I got hit by 88 in the butt.
88 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Wow. How were you able to sit down the next day?
No.
Well, you know what? Just walk it off. That's just what we always say, right? Just
Yeah,
like that. Actually, that won't be a good walk it off there. You're going to be hurting when you take a step. So, all right, man. Well, look, welcome to the show, guys. I'm glad you're here. And let's get to our guest tonight. So, joining us from, actually, I don't know where he's joining us from tonight, but
I'm
Alton Davis II, man. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Are you in Georgia? Or are you in Alabama? Where are you at these days?
I'm back home in Alabama. At the family's crib, so I'm back here. Just spending my couple weeks here before I go back up there and the spring hits.
Gotcha. Now you're going to Georgia, right? So you're going to Athens.
That is correct. Yes.
Awesome. Well, lots of questions. We're going to have a good time. First of all, before we really get started, man, just tell our listeners, our viewers out there, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, maybe what kind of led you to sticking with baseball, because we know it's such a hard sport. And then at the end, tell us what your favorite cereal is.
First. Um, let's see. I'm a small town kid. I grew up in a small town. Not a lot of people know where Heery Town is. I'm from Heery Town, Alabama. I was more of a, I would say, worker than a sports player. I didn't start playing baseball until later in the year. I didn't start pitching until basically my sophomore year in high school. And yeah, I got my first offer in my beginning of my junior years to a low community college, and I thought that was something at first, and then COVID hit, and I was topping 77. I went from 77 to 92 in 6 months and everything, and
Wow.
that was probably like the big jump, and when I had a lot of people jump on my radar,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a couple offers from different people, and I took my talents to Alabama my freshman year and sophomore year. But it's hard. Playing in the SEC as a freshman, being a top freshman in the SEC is really mentally challenging and stuff. And I tell people all the time, like, if you're not mentally ready to go play ball against the best of the best, it's not fun and everything. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of adversity you're going to have to face 24/7. It's going to be a lot of stuff in the locker room that's going to have to stay in the locker room. People are going to be jealous. People are going to hate just because you're getting more playing time. Just because it happens in high school, it's the same in college and stuff.
Wow.
And I would say my favorite cereal is either Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm a big Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy. Yeah,
And you
that's
scared me. Boy, I thought something shot me or something, Prince. Go ahead. Cinnamon toast, and then what were you saying?
I'm a big cinnamon toast guy, but like I always go like with a classic like Fruit Loop. I used to eat Fruit Loops all the time, but
All
my thing
right.
is, all Fruit Loops my dry cereal. I eat Fruit Loops
That's
dry, but
right.
I eat cinnamon toast with milk.
Yeah. Well, cinnamon toast is definitely a number two right now Fruity Pebbles is winning,
Oh,
but I'm a Fruity Pebbles guy, and for some reason, I mean, there's a lot of people like Fruity Pebbles these days. It's a good thing. So, Prince, I take it you're a Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dalen, I forgot yours. What's your favorite cereal?
No cereal.
What? Well, you
you
eat
don't
Pop
eat
Tarts?
Ew, no.
what?
You don't eat you don't eat those like mini muffins for breakfast, do you?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I
All
don't
right, I
like
was
I
just
just
Pop.
eat
making sure.
fruit. I just eat fruit.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like.
Oh,
I don't like Pop Tarts.
Y'all don't like Pop Tarts?
No.
Well, wait. Depending, ugh, depending on the time,
It's no
like
time. You should be able to eat Pop
yeah,
Tarts
yes, it
anytime of the
is
all
a
day.
day long,
time.
all
No,
day
All day
long,
long.
dude.
every
24
time I
7.
eat them, I throw up.
That's weird. This man, that makes me feel
And
old.
you,
Like I still eat Pop Tarts.
where are you getting them from? Are they like you getting them from like Big Lots or something, and they like expired? Like I ain't never had a Pop Tart even remotely close to made me feel sick.
Yeah.
No,
Only way Pop Tarts make me feel sick is 'cause I eat too many of them.
That's right. That's right. Go.
Yeah.
You get some of them chocolate chips. Get a peanut butter. I mean, dude, there's all kind of choices with that.
Yeah.
But all right, well, let's talk some baseball. So I know these guys probably have some questions for you. I have a tendency to always talk way too much. And so I'm going to let these guys start off. And Prince, Dalen, whichever one of you guys want to go first, man, let's do the question.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, what made you flip to Georgia from Alabama?
Oh man, I was so one thing about me, I'm a very like big mental person, mental health person, and my freshman year I had a great mental health. It was very fun for me being at Bama my freshman year, and sophomore year my freshman year my head coach got fired, and that was crazy, and I stayed back because like I'm a Alabama native. I'm 45 minutes away from Alabama. My sister played softball at Alabama, so it was like destined for me to go to Bama, and my sophomore year new coaching staff comes in. I really didn't click the best, but like still good coaches. Like I used to have the same relationship with them coaches as I did my old coaches and everything. The only coach that was left was my pitching coach, and me and him was very respectful to each other and stuff. But it was came to a point in time where I was showing up to the field 24/7 and not like wanting to be there. You don't want to have that the attitude when you come to the field. You always want to come and be there, and that was like a main reason, and getting the opportunity to start also. Georgia's gonna give me the opportunity to do that. But yeah, I wanted to make sure my mental health, and I wanted to go somewhere where I was gonna be happy 24/7. Like the chemistry up here with the guys and the coaching staff. Wes Johnson is a miracle worker. Like all the guys up here, man, it's a brotherhood. Even though like we're all the best of the best, we got like some of the top transfers in the nation, some of the top hitters returning back, man. It's still like we're all good and we all know we're good. It's just like we come together as a team. It doesn't matter, no matter what it is. So yeah, it's just straight mental health, I would say.
Mm.
That's important. That's important. Do you guys get that? Like, you've probably heard your parents or coaches say something like when you show up, like you want to like be excited about going to practice, right? You want to be excited to show up and put work in, and like when that goes away, it really becomes work. So, and man, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't like work. Like I like doing things as a hobby. I
Yeah.
don't like work. So, but you guys will figure that out soon. So, Dalen, what you got, man?
What was the biggest adjustment from high school to college as a left-handed pitcher?
Mm.
Wow, that's a really good question. Um, I would say there's there's not a lot of lefties in college that are really good. There are not a lot of like top tier lefties, and I'm blessed to be one of the top tier lefties in the SEC. But I probably the biggest adjustment, man, is like when you go to colleges, they're so predominantly focused on right handers that like sometimes you don't get the same amount of attention and everything. And that's one thing I love about Coach West. He gives the attention to no matter what, because Coach West is our head coach and he's also our pitching coach, and he He's been in the bigs for 20 years. He did a lot of stuff with major league teams and stuff. He's the one that made Paul Skeens who he is today. But I would say the mindset also is going in there like knowing that you're a lefty and righties will get more opportunities most likely. But if you are a top tier lefty and you just go in there with the right mindset, you can be right there with them. So yeah, I would say having the right mindset.
That's interesting because I would have thought like lefties because of the uniqueness would get more attention. Like
Yeah,
why is that? I mean, because I feel like there's more and more left-handed hitters. I
yeah,
feel like that's growing.
yeah. It's more left-handed hitters more than anything. But the funny thing is, there's more left-handed hitters, but they throw righty. When you get, it's rare to get a pure, that's like left-hander that's throwing left and hitting
Oh,
left. It's very rare to get one of those, and I did both and everything. So like I had like I think last year at Bama we had 7 out of 9 guys who was batting left-handed, and only one of them threw left-handed. Like everybody's trying
really?
to hit left-handed, yeah. Which I love that. Being a left-handed pitcher, I love that. More lefties I can get, so it's easier for
Yeah.
me to get out lefty. So
Yep.
um, it's not like
Hmm.
being cocky or disrespectful. It's the confidence I have. Like my freshman and sophomore year, I had below like a 150, 125 batting average against lefties. Like lefties really couldn't hit me. So that's
Wow.
like the thing I take pride in.
What's your pitches?
I have six. I have a cutter, sinker, four seam, slider, curve, and change.
What's your go-to? You in a
Slider. I love
jam?
it. If I'm in a
Slider?
jam, I'm going slider. Yeah, throw first strike every time.
All right, Prince, can you hit a slider?
A little bit.
Little bit. Little
Yeah.
bit. Dalen, how you doing on the sliders?
I be smacking them.
Okay, I wouldn't expect anything different from you, man. I mean, that's the way it is. Um, so Lou, let's go back. You said something earlier about you didn't start playing, or was it you didn't start playing, or you didn't start pitching until you were a sophomore in high school?
Yeah, I didn't start pitching until I was a sophomore.
Okay, gotcha. So what got you on that mound the first time?
It was just they're just taking a chance. Like I think we were out of pitching one day, and then they were like, "Hey, can you pitch?" I'm like, "I guess." Everything, and I did good and stuff, but it was just like random. And then people were like, "Yeah, this kid can be good," and parents were like, "All right, we just stuck with it." I was mainly an outfielder before I became a pitcher. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to go to college as an outfielder before I tried to go to college as a pitcher and everything. So I would say I started taking pitching serious around my junior year in high school, like really, really serious. Like I tried to get really, really locked in my junior year, which was a late bloomer and stuff, because I was taking more like hitting and fielding more serious than I was pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think I was going to be a pitcher until like my senior year when I was committed to Bama. And I was like, all right, I'm going to Bama for a pitcher. So like I can still hit, but like it got to a point where I was like my mindset had to change, and it was like I don't care if I strike out. Like, and if I'm pitching in the game, I was like, I really could care less. I got to go up here and throw again. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what is that transition like for you? I mean, where you rate your hitting skills? Like, was your hitting skills good enough to get you into college?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Okay, okay, I
I
thought
was a
so.
top,
I
like,
thought so.
I was a top hitter in like my class and stuff, but I knew if I wanted to get drafted and I could make the most money out of being a left-handed pitcher, I knew I could do that. And that's what a lot of people told me. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to stick with pitching.
Well, what's the conversation with the coaching staff like in college? Like, you can swing a bat, you can probably drive a ball. Like, I mean, and there's a few, that's playing both pitching and hitting. But what's your point of view on that?
That is another like mental game. It is
Oh
a
yeah.
big
Oh,
mental.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's a big mental game. Me coming in as a freshman, I was like, I really didn't think. So the team I came in on, man, it was just straight old veterans in the lineup. Like I had 2 5 years, all like rest over 4 years, like just four seniors. Like had a 6 year, and I'm like, all right, this. It was like the mindset of just telling myself, I'm like, all right, I'm not even about to go in here and try to hit. and
Yeah.
everything. I'm gonna try to go in here and just get my mound time and everything. And like before even like once I made sure like my goals going into um to college was hit 95 because I've never hit 95. It was get 10 innings and don't get redshirted. My three goals was hit 95, don't get redshirted, and get 10 innings. And I hit 95 in the fall, and then I got 33.2 innings in the spring. I hit 99 my freshman year, and I'm like, okay, my three goals are good.
Wow.
So that's when I was like, that was official. I was like, all right, this bat is gone. Like I'm not about to ask for anything. Like, and it was a point in time last year at Bama, like where a bunch of our guys like got really sick. They got food poisoning from a hotel, and like I was gonna have to go play outfield. And like the reason coach came to me was like, hey, we know you have experience in the outfield. We know you can hit and stuff. So yeah, it's still there. Like I still have the dream, but I'm like I know it's most likely it's crushed and going right now. But I still
Yeah. Well,
like I'll go swing a bat once in a while.
you said you hit 99, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I think the bat, you're okay with setting the bat down for a
yeah,
little bit. Well, actually, can you control that 99? I guess is another question to ask.
yeah.
But
That's one thing that West over here at Georgia is like main thing is just command and control. You can throw hard, but if you can't throw hard accurate, it's not a good thing.
it's a waste. Yep.
And that's one thing. Like my freshman year, I was effective. What you call effectively wild. I was like, dang, I threw the ball really hard, coming in as a closer, adrenaline boost stuff. I was just like just trying to blow it by them and stuff, and it would be
Yeah.
very very effective. And then now moving into a starter, um, I can't be more of an adrenaline junkie. It's because I piss off adrenaline. Like, and now it's just being able to maintain my composure, maintain my capacity to be able to go 6 to 7 innings every game.
Gotcha. That's a lot I'd never even thought about there. Just from a pitch. We don't talk. It's what's so weird is we don't talk to a lot of like pure pitchers on the show.
Yeah.
I've learned so much about being a catcher. I could tell you all about being a catcher. But that's good stuff. All right, Prince, your turn, man. I'm gonna tag you in.
Uh, so close game, bases loaded. Uh, 3-2. What's your pitch to go to and where location?
Saying 3-2 depends on do I got a lefty or righty up the bat.
Righty.
I got a righty up the bat.
Mm.
Do I got a power hitting righty or do I got a slap hitting or a speed guy?
Say speed guy. Yeah, speed.
I got a speed guy.
Yeah.
So a speed guy, you get more into detail. A speed guy is just trying to slap the ball in the hole or try to beat it into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to give him any type of fastball because that's all he wants. He's going to sit on that. He's going to try to just be out front, roll over if he's a speed guy. I'm going with either got a right hander up and going slider up and in or a little low and in. Depends on how tall this guy is. I'm going slider in. I always say slider in. But if he's like he's a tall guy, I'm just going tall, speedy guy. Just going to change up away, breaking it off because he's not going to be able to touch it.
Did he strike you out, Prince? No.
Mm-mm.
Dalen, what's your question, man?
So I was recently on the Team USA 12U team. What was your mindset going into training camp and then making the collegiate national team?
Oh man, that crazy thing is, so I didn't make it my freshman year. I didn't make it. I made it my sophomore year, and dude, I was heartbroken my freshman year, man. Like I was devastated. I had that flight back, just knowing like going home, I'm done. I don't have any summer ball. I went up here for like 2-3 weeks, and I'm done. My mindset, my sophomore year is like, man, just show them what they missed my freshman year. It was continuous. Like I told my coach my sophomore year when they asked like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going to go for summer ball? People get sent to the Caves. People get sent to Florida, like all of these places around. I told them like, I'm not going playing summer ball, so I'm going to play Team USA. I said I knew it. I knew it straight like that. Spoken, manifested it. And I'm going in there. I knew some of the guys. I'm like, dude, I didn't make it last year. I'm not about to go have that same feeling and that same guilt and defeat in my stomach and in my head. I'm doing whatever it takes, no matter what. Like, you can't tell me no this year. You're not going to be able to say no to when you look at my name. So, yeah.
What was the biggest difference between your freshman year and your sophomore year? You feel like, I mean, once you showed up, what did you show differently?
Probably it's more mature. Mature, like, when I talk about maturity on the mound, it's just showing like, all right, my freshman year I was like a very big vocal guy on the mound. Sophomore year I was still vocal, but like when I got up to Team USA, it wasn't as much. It was like strictly business, like head on a swivel. All these guys are here to do the same thing you're doing. Like, don't make friends until the teams are selected, and
Yeah,
that's what my mindset was.
gotcha. Dalen, like, do you see yourself playing for Team USA when you're high school, getting into college?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got a little taste of it now, so I mean, it's going to be hard to lose that taste. How you going to prepare for next time, Dalen?
Uh, just come back better than I was before.
And that's just what everybody says. It sounds like a TV reporter asked that to an interview. Like, we're going to come back better. We're going to play harder. We're going to focus on the game plan, work the plan. The plan works. Dalen, like, what kind of workouts and stuff you doing, man?
Get stronger.
You lifting some
Really?
weights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You pitch too, right?
Yeah, but not in that tournament.
No, not in a tournament. Okay. Okay. Well, look, this dude right here, man, he didn't start really pitching until he was in high school, so he might be able to give you some feedback. Maybe actually help you solidify your spot on the USA team. Alton, dude, I was looking at your like acknowledgments and recognition, dude. Like, it was just like it was a full page of stuff, man. Obviously, rookie of the year at Alabama. The USA. Like, out of all of those accolades, like which one means the most to you?
Um, I would say, let's see, the rookie of the year one was pretty cool. But
Yeah,
I would say probably I got a reward of hardest service. I
yeah, I
love
saw
giving
that.
back to the community and
Yeah,
stuff. That's the one that means the most to me. Um, my sophomore year last year, I went out, got pink custom cleats and stuff, painted them for breast cancer. Like, somebody painted them for breast cancer. I made my own shirts and stuff, and sold shirts and gave all the proceeds to breast cancer. So it's just like I love giving back to the community and stuff. So that's one like fun thing I can do. I just know like some people are less fortunate, and some people like us, and like they never got the chance to show. And if I can
that's
just
right.
show something and give back something, it's out of the kindness of my heart, because I don't want anything back. I can care less if people see it. If not, like, I'm gonna do the same thing, no matter if camera's on or camera's off.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
You'll get the right recognition at the right time. So that's awesome. Prince, Dalen, do you guys do anything currently to give back? Have you guys started any of those conversations or doing anything? No. Do you know what's available out there?
Mm,
Maybe not.
mm.
There is so many different things, man. And I have did you didn't wait till you got to college to start doing this kind of stuff, did you, Alton? Like,
No.
when did it start for you?
It started around, I would say, my senior summer going into college, just giving back stuff, doing stuff with my mom, like helping out. Like, I love, like, my mom's like a very big supporter of like my mind, whatever. Like, it just be random. Like, that's one thing. Like, me and my mom, we correlate together. Like, my daddy does the same thing. Like, if I don't sleep that night, I usually have a lot of ideas in my head, and like I write them down. And my mom, like, I'll text my mom like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And she'll say no, or she'll be like, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and get it started," and everything. Or she'll do the same thing. Like, she won't sleep. She's like, "Hey, I've had this idea that we might be able to do." And I'm like, "Hey," I was like, "I think that's a great idea." I'm like, "Hey, that's not a good idea for us." But
Yeah.
it's really just ideas just running through my head 24/7 of like what I can do to help out other people. So yeah,
Dude, I'm in the same one, man. I actually have to take medication to help me sleep at night because I do come up with some of my best ideas at night,
yeah,
but sometimes it's super early in the morning and I need to go to sleep. So,
yeah.
oh well, man, look, you're headed over to Georgia. Like, what are you looking forward to the most over in Athens?
Man, I'm looking. I gotta say baseball. Like
Yeah.
seeing how close they were last year. Just knowing they just needed a couple more pieces, like a couple more pitchers, just to make it to the World Series, and just knowing I can be one of the key factors to help the guys, and like knowing we have other guys that has come in and help us too. Like if you look at our lineup, man, it's just like we got probably 25 pitchers and 23 of them throw 95 plus. It's like you have an arsenal of pitchers to pick from. And you can
Oh,
look at our hitters, like you look at our hitters and you be like, dang, everybody on this 1 through 9 is about to hit 15 plus or 300, 15 plus home runs with a 300 plus batting average. So it's just like I'm just looking forward to February 14th when we fly out to North Carolina.
oh, you guys play the Tar Heels?
No, it's not. It's UNC Wellington. We play Wellington the first weekend, freezing cold.
Just run them down, man. Just run them down. Like all the ACC. See, I am not one of those people that hang their hats on their conferences. To me, the better my conference does, the harder my recruiting is going to be. So I like play that reverse mind trick of like just beat them all. If you're in the SEC, just beat them all,
Yeah,
except Miami. Now, look, if you get down to South Florida, I'm going to need you to take it easy on the guys. So you're going to actually. So Brock Bennett. Have you
yeah,
met him yet?
love that guy.
Yeah, so I've never met him. Obviously, I get a chance to watch him and his sons like have a ball on social media. What's that dude like? Is he pretty
Oh,
cool?
dude, Coach Bennett, he's a great guy to be around. He's a coach like he's young like us. Like he's gonna come in. He's always like you never know what you're gonna get from Coach Bennett on a day. He'll come in wearing a full jumpsuit with some custom ones on, or he'll come out. He'll be like, "All right, I got my Dior's today." I'm like, "All right, Coach." Like, and he dude works out 24/7. Like he's one of the fun coaches to be around. Like when he yells, you be like, all right. Sometimes you be like, all right, coach, we can't take you serious because you're always goofing around with us. So it's like you don't know what to do. But yeah, but Coach Bennett, man, I love him. His kids are like superstars on social media. It's hilarious, and I love it.
I know, I know. Now, what's his specialty? Is he what was it? Was he coaching?
Catching, he's a
Catching.
catching
That's
coach.
what. That's right. That's right. Gotcha. Well, look. So this dude comes from the country because when I read your hobbies, man, it was fishing, hunting. What was that Luke Bryan song? Fishing, hunting, something every day, but you almost had it. So, hunting and fishing. Grow up doing that in Alabama?
Yes, I did. I'm more of a like I love hunting, but I'm more of a fishing guy. So out on our farmland, it's a big river called the Cahaba River in Alabama. It runs all the way through Alabama, but it runs right behind our farmhouse, which is my grandparents' house. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
all of us, man, we go out there. And I'll tell you, it's fish. I love like pond hopping and everything like that. So I grew up on. I wouldn't say I grew up in a farm. I grew up in this house, but like we grew up Thanksgiving, spring breaks, like all like any type of holidays was at grandparents' house with all the cousins and stuff. Cows,
Yeah.
horses, putting out feed, putting out hay, picking up hay, doing this all fun stuff. So it's
You know
different.
what? That stuff. These two right here, they probably didn't hear anything fun about what you said, but I completely agree. That's good stuff right there. That's fun. Dalen, Prince, you guys ever been out on a farm, had to put feed out?
No.
Listen, I know you guys put in work in the gym. Well, you want to get strong, Dalen? Go out there,
That's
go out to a farm. You'll get country strong.
yeah,
But there's no farms in Florida though.
Man, you just gotta look. You just gotta look.
Maybe if I just go to my grandparents' house, I'll just I may see some farms out there in Alabama.
Where are your
Oh, so your
grandparents from in
grandparents?
Alabama?
You're
Where
what?
you where you
So
grand-
my dad's from Mobile,
Okay.
and most of my that side of my family is from Mobile. Most of
So
Mobile.
you're a little down south, yeah. Yeah, you'll have some farms down there. Okay, it's not. It's fun to me because I grew up doing it. You get out there for an hour, you're like, I hate it. Like your hands start hurting, your hands be bleeding. Putting up barbed wire fence ain't fun. Tagging calf ain't fun. Taming a bull ain't fun. It's not fun. It's basically like a full-time job.
It is, and it never stops. There's always something that needs to be done.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, but you know what? I feel like there's a lot of good lessons that come with, getting a chance to spend out on a ranch or out on at a at a barn working with animals, because there's animals will humble you a little bit, and just like the world will. So, Prince, you look like you in a daze. You want to go hang out on this guy's farm, put
Mm.
out some feed? No, come on now, Prince. You can't be one of those diva receivers that I see in the NFL. Like, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty a little bit, you know.
Mm.
All right, you got any questions for Mr. Davis?
Yeah, I do. I only got
All
one
right,
more.
let's hear it.
So besides on going to Georgia, what else college in the SEC would you go to if you didn't want to go to Georgia?
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, he did.
Man.
He's no holds barred. He came right out asking why, what made you switch to Georgia? Like,
Yeah. Throwing
you
me under
just
the bus
roast us.
quick. But I would say I love Tennessee. Tennessee's orange is dirty, a crazy orange, and my coaches hopefully don't kill me for saying that. I would go to Tennessee or A&M because they both have good pitching staffs and they have a great fan base.
And you got
And
Vandy.
still, and it's still,
Vandy's got a great baseball program, don't they?
yeah, Vandy has a great, yeah.
For me,
But
it's
All right, we'll leave it there.
for you is what? For you is what?
LSU for baseball, but football is Texas.
That's
No,
right
bro.
now. That's right
Bro.
now, man.
Texas is, bro. The offensive coordinator, well, not the head coach is really good there,
Mm.
but man, that money's money.
That's funny right there.
So you wanting to stay home and play for the Longhorns?
Yeah.
Well, man, look, I know Alton's going to try to recruit you to be a Bulldog,
Come
um,
on.
and Kirby Smart. He's going to come after you. But
Hey, Kirby be at our field all the time with his son.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he be at the field all the
Well,
time.
I ain't even trying to see you wear Georgia, so I'm gonna need you to go. You just toured the University of Miami.
Yeah.
That's where you need. Did you meet Coach Mario?
Yeah.
Did oh snap, dude! You can start signing some papers already, man. Just go ahead and sign it.
The way with the NIL works now, shoot, you can be in middle school and get NIL. It's crazy.
I know, man. What do you think about all that stuff now? I mean, you're right in the middle of it. Like, what are
I
these
am like
dudes supposed to make out of all this stuff? They think money. What is it? What is it really?
money. I tell people the money is the root of all evil and everything. They can promise you a contract and they can take it away in a heartbeat. Um, NIL is great. I love it. Of course, getting money. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I hate it and stuff. But there are some downfalls of it. Like it's sometimes it can get distracting and take you away from your schoolwork. I know some people have done that too. Everything you get a little hot headed, you get money in your pocket and everything. And it's actually like money is like really not what you came to college for. Like this money, right? Like the money I'll get right now is not compared to the money I want to get in the future in like 5 years. Like yeah, like this money's good, but I'm like shoot, let me go here and I can get the I can put the M in the bank account. Like you want the M instead of like what you getting. and everything like that. So money's good. Like what I always say, and like I had a bunch of pro guys and a bunch of like old veterans tell me this, like go. It's not where you want to go. It's where they want you the most because they're going to treat you the best. If you go to a team that wants you the absolute most and they're putting all and making sacrifices, like, hey, we'll do this, we'll do that. They're going to treat you like royalty when you get there. That's if no if and buts about it. They're going to give you everything you need, everything you want. You'll get most likely get full scholarships, you get NIL, but like you just can't be greedy. You can't be like, all right, this team gave me this amount, and go to another college like, hey, you got to match this or come close to it or go higher if you want me to come here. Because that can get around to other college coaches like, hey, this kid, all he wants is money, so y'all can have him. And that can miss you out on a very good program or it can mess up a lot of. You want to have maintain a great relationship with college coaches and professional scouts. Because professional scouts talk to college coaches 24/7 every day. And if a scout calls him like, hey, why didn't you? I thought you were going. He was high on your radar. Why didn't you get him? I thought he was commit. And he's gonna be like, oh, we wanted him. We wanted him, but he said he wanted 500 grand for NIL. And they're like, oh, so he's like that type of kid. And you don't want that bouncing around in office buildings to office buildings. That's all I gotta say.
That's good feedback. Since you've been through the whole recruiting process, and these guys are probably still a few years away from having to really explore that part of baseball. But what's your tips and takeaways for the recruiting style?
I would say never jump on anything too quick because stuff can always change. Because I wanted to go to LSU out of high school. LSU was my dream school to go out of high school. But then you got to look into detail. I was a left-handed pitcher. They had like 6 lefties coming in. I looked at other schools. They had 4 or 5. Bama had 1 besides me. And I looked at that. It was 1 or 2, I'm pretty sure. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, all right, I got a fighting chance to be one of the top lefties in Alabama, like that play for Alabama. And if I can go in here with the right mindset and the right fight, I can. I would say go on all your visits that you can. Don't don't be like, all right, because they're going to try to offer you right then on the spot. Don't ever accept it right then on the spot. Once you get older, your parents will understand more and everything because it's like they're going to start like, hey, we'll give you this if you come here. And the thing is, they can give you that for like a week, and then they're like, all right, we're done. We wanted to get you here. So yes, I want that. I would say never jump on anything too quick, right on response. I almost did with them, like with other schools, like, oh, I want to come in here. And my parents were like, no, let's just wait and see the options and stuff and
Yeah,
everything, which I chose the best option for myself and my family. And then it came to a point where I was like, all right, I need to do what's best for me and my family, and I had to leave. So yeah.
that's a great question. Wait a minute, I asked that question. So, yep, that was a great question. Dalen, what you got, man? What you got for Mr. Davis?
Mm. Advice for a left-hand pitcher like myself trying to make it to college.
College. You got it easy, bro. You already got one of the top factors that college people love. You're a lefty. You are a lefty. My thing is being healthy. You need to be healthy. Once, like, I don't know what's going on with these generations of kids, where these kids 13, 14 are throwing 88 to 93 now, and it amazes me. But staying healthy and not overusing and not overdoing. Get you somebody smart in your circle that knows and has been through the way of like either college or pros or minors that's like made a big key factor in the jump of from high school everything because high school coaches you go out there you throw good one day and they're like we're going to put you back out there 2 days later and that's just killing your arm and what we call killing bullets and you want to save all your bullets until God tells you to hang up your cleats. That's what I try to do all the time. Like when God tells me I gotta hang up my cleats, I gotta hang them up. It's gonna be hurtful, but I'm like, all right, this is it. So I would say it's having the right mindset going into college, staying healthy, having a good routine. If you have a good routine before you get to college, they're gonna help. They're gonna benefit off of you because they're gonna be like, all right, you have a good routine. Let's mix it up a little bit and see what works even better for you. So having a good routine and having a good work ethic, I would say.
Okay.
What kind of routine do you have now, Dalen? Have you really stuck
Uh,
in one yet?
so before I pitch, like the game breaks, I go into a bullpen, stretch, run a little, and after that, I throw like some side toss. But mostly, I'm just like trying to get my arm loose enough, and I don't want to start throwing right when I get in the bullpen.
Yeah,
You use bands?
that's good.
Or using bands to loosen up and stretch it out?
Usually, bands for me are like after the game, like they're stretching your arm out even more, and
Okay.
then but after the game, you have to run. It's one thing I've been taught: run after the game.
If you want to do something better, do sleds. Push a sled. That's what we do.
After a
Or
game?
yeah, it's either stairmaster, sleds, or tempos. That's what we do.
Dalen, where you want to go to school?
Florida State.
Oh,
FSU.
oh no, boy! I'm gonna eject you out of this meeting right now. Boy, that's my
The
arch
nose.
enemy.
The
Like
nose.
you
Man,
go, you gonna walk up in here. Look, if you want to play softball, you can go to Florida State because
oh
Miami
what?
don't have a softball program. But man, you can't go be a Seminole.
He's
Man,
gonna
we
be a
might need to talk
no.
about your tenure on the show.
Okay. And like so the ACC is not a better conference than the SEC, but
It's
I still
not
want to go. I still want to go to Florida State.
respectable. Ace. The Southeastern Conference is the best conference in every
Yeah,
sport.
yeah. If I would go
Eh,
to the SEC, I would go to Tennessee.
Everybody wants to go to Tennessee.
yeah,
Tony V's
well,
a
and
great
that's
coach.
because they're on a one. But
Yeah.
who knows how the cycles look once Mister Davis takes the mound. Like they might be wearing the ring this time next year too. So you might be changing your direction to Athens, Georgia.
Nah,
You don't think so?
Athens and
I'm not
Tulane.
a wait. All right, let me redirect that. I'm not a Bulldogs fan. Never will
Why?
be.
You don't
Never
have to
will be.
be,
Do you think
but
I
it's
was a
about how
Bulldog
much
fan?
they want you.
No, wait. So
I
like,
wasn't a Bulldog fan. I was a diehard Bama fan.
yeah, I am too.
The funny thing is, I was an Auburn fan before I was a Bama fan. Before I even committed to Bama,
Oh
Being
Lord.
an Auburn
and then
fan.
I went to Alabama. Like me and my we were half split half and half. We were Auburn and Alabama, and I was on the Auburn side. And then my sister went to Alabama. That's when we're like, all right, we're Bama fans. And then I went to Bama. Like, all right, Bama, diehard Bama fan. Then I'm a dog fan.
All right. So football, right? You know how
Yeah,
Alabama got cheated, SMU's in,
yeah.
Georgia.
Oh
Bro,
boy.
SMU is not good. Look at their
No, they're
schedule.
not. They're not. But Bama didn't get cheated.
I
Bama, how
mean,
you gonna
we had a
say
bad
you're a
loss.
Bama fan?
We had some bad losses, okay? But you got to think, SMU played one, well, two, but not including the ACC championship. They played one top 25 team, and they lost to them.
I believe you, man. I
That's
100. I don't think Clemson or SMU should have been in there.
no. The
But
only thing that hurt Bama was Oklahoma.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was that was
when you can only
bad.
score
That was
three,
bad. I
when you
turned
can
it
only
you had
off
score
three
after the
three,
second.
losses,
I turned that junk off.
dude. You had
when you
three
only scored
losses, man.
yeah 3 losses and you only scored three against Oklahoma. That's no bueno.
Yeah, man. Don't look. You can't be blaming outside things, man. You got to control what you can control, right? Like Alton starts Georgia right now, and if they decide to change head coaches tomorrow, there ain't a thing he can do about it. I mean,
Literally,
he's got to
that
ride it.
happened. That literally happened my freshman year. It was do or die situation. So I came home to stay with my parents, and so what? Another teammate of mine stays like 10, 15 minutes like down the road from like on the other side of my town and everything. He stayed at home, but I was like, all right, I'm just gonna come home. Then I came home. Then we had a double header Saturday we play. It was spring break. We played Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I came home Thursday, I think, and Friday, and I was like, all right, let me wake up. I'll wake up Saturday. We had a 7 o'clock game against Vanderbilt. I'm like, all right, I'll wake up and probably like 8:30, leave the house about 9:30. Parents, mom, cook me breakfast and stuff. Wake up to my phone at 9:30 at a notification from group meeting at a 10 o'clock mandatory team meeting. 10
Oh
o'clock
wow.
mandatory team meeting. And the first thing I do is call my teammate. His name is Braylon Myers. I love Braylon. We call him Shaq. Call him like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, man, I'm still in bed. I'm like, well, look at your phone. I was like, we have to hit the road. Like, we are hauling butt, man. Like, I'm talking about on the phone and everything. All I know is I get a call, and it's at our athletic director. I'm like, all right, and I'm scared, and he's like, hold on, Alton, everything's okay. He's like, I'm gonna add the other people in this call, and he was like, yeah, your head coach has been fired. We're like, oh wow. So I get to the field. Our head coach just got fired, and we need to win 2 out of 3 of these games to be able to get into the SEC tournament, and then be able to like have a bid for a regional. And and there's two things you can happen in that situation. You can either like, oh, dude, our head coach got fired, season's over, or it's like he got fired, stuff happens, let's just turn it up. And
Yep.
everybody looked at us and like, oh, Alabama's gonna fall under the rug. Like it's not gonna be good for them. We came out, whooped the crap out of Vandy out of 2 out of 3 games. I think we swept them, and we just went on a toll. Like after that, like after we swept Vandy, I think we lost 3 games, like out of 4 weekends. Made it to the SEC tournament. Won 2 games of the SEC tournament. Lost 2. Ended up hosting a regional. Won that regional. Went to a super, but lost in a super. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like you can't control
Dude, that's
what
kind of
happens.
storybook stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys imagine that? Like, imagine showing up, getting ready for your game, and you get the phone call. Your baseball coach is had to fly out for an emergency, and you guys got to go out and play tournament. Could you guys do it? You think?
I already have
Oh yeah.
because my coach is he works at the airport. So if we have like morning games or something like that, he won't be there, but he'll be there the next game. That's
Gotcha. Gotcha.
that's why we're mostly playing at night times or in the afternoon.
Gotcha. And I think that like that shows so much maturity. I bet there was more scouts paid attention to the players on your team, like when you guys lost your head coach and then went on to win and almost got to the super regional. Like that's that's maturity. Like being able to keep composure when you don't have I mean, you had someone filling in, but
Yeah.
like it's different. It's different.
Yeah, it
So
was hard. It was very hard, man. Like, and the good thing is we had some older guys to help, and they stepped in and like, hey, this is life. People are gonna leave, and we can't do anything about it.
that's
And we
right.
were like, all right, let's go out here and have fun. That's all we could do. We had the most fun that we had all season. All right. And like we got dugout warnings every day because we talked so much mess to the opposing pitcher. We talked crap to the third base coach. Like it was just every. It got to a point when we got to the SEC tournament. We were playing like before we play. We're warming up. The whole SEC like ref committee walks over to our dugout, walks down to our pitching coach, head coach at the time because our head coach got fired. He was like, hey, he was like, we're not giving you guys any warnings. We see anybody, we're throwing them out. Like that's how bad we got. And like we were known across the SEC for us talking smack because we after our head coach got fired, we just didn't care. Like we were like, why not us? Why can't we do this?
Them
Like
Bama
let's be
boys.
yeah, like let's do it. Let's ride. So
That's awesome. Well, dude, we have sat here and filled up 55 minutes, and I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of like your experience and lessons for some of these dudes. But
yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Prince.
I got a
Trey.
question.
Yeah.
So, uh, let's see. Uh, I already forget it.
That's all right. That's okay. Dalen, you got any final questions?
Yeah. What is it
Yeah, go
like?
ahead.
What is a day in a life as a D1 player in the SEC?
People think it's crazy, but it's boring. It is. It's boring, man.
You're still a real person, right? You're still just a
It,
normal person.
yeah. I probably do the same thing you do on a day to day basis, brother. I wake up, so I live by myself in my apartment. I wake up, cook. If I'm feeling like cooking breakfast, I cook breakfast. I go to class. Half the time I come back from class. If I don't feel like doing schoolwork, which I most likely always, I feel like I always do my schoolwork because I'm an academic weapon, 2-time academic honor roll.
There you
But
go.
I'll come home right after class around like 10-ish, and I have to be at the field about like 1:30. So I come back, do all the work I need to get done for like that day and the next day, and then that 2 hour period, and then go to practice for like 2 hours. That's one thing about West. We come in, we throw, we lift, we're done. We don't have to shag, we don't have to do anything. Come in, throw, lift, done. I'll be at home by probably 3:30, 4 o'clock at the latest. Take a shower, lay in bed, either take a nap, go get food, or play the game for eternity. Like I
Oh,
love
that
when
was
people.
the question. That was the question. So, what games do you play? Do you play like CF, uh,
The
CFB,
show.
something like that? College football 25.
Yeah, so when I first like I pre-ordered college football. Like I pre-order a lot of stuff and everything to see how it is and see if it's worth me getting. But yeah, man, I'm a big Call of Duty guy, man. Me and some of my
Yeah,
boys. I'm a big Call of Duty and 2K guy. I play with some. Let's see, Lawrence Butler for the Oakland Athletics. I play with him. Michael Harris, the Braves dude, because they're all in the same organization, like agency and stuff. So
Oh
we
wow.
really we play all night, 24/7, and it's stuff, and it's fun. But right now, I'm just grinding my camos on COD, and that's what I'll probably do later tonight. Like I don't have anything. It's fun. Like y'all are probably out. I don't know if y'all have school tomorrow, but do y'all have school tomorrow?
yeah.
Dalen don't, you do. So like one thing about college, your breaks are way longer. I've been out of school since the 28th of November, and I won't go back until January 5th. So I got like a month and 2 weeks off. And then Thanksgiving, I got the whole week off. So
I
it's
got,
really
I got another question.
go ahead.
So, would you rather have a college baseball game, or would you rather stick with MLB The Show?
Probably a stick with MLB the show because you get into college baseball, it's going to be a lot more NIL and a lot more problems that are going to come.
Mm,
Yeah.
And everything. You're going to get to points where people are like, that should be me. I should be, why is my rating like this? I'm in college, I'm the top pitcher. And then, like, you have one bad weekend, they change your rating that next day. So it would be cool to see a college baseball. Like, it would be really cool. Like, but I was saying, I'm going to stick with MLB The Show and grind my Diamond Dynasty team and play tournaments and stuff. But I would not I wouldn't play a college baseball team at all. At all.
What pitcher did you grow up, or what pitcher do you see yourself similar to these days?
Now since my arm slot's a little bit lower, I get a lot of comparisons of Chris Sale and Randy Johnson. Gets hard throwing lefties, sidearm hard throwing lefties and stuff. So those are my
Wow.
two player comps from a lot of like couple scouts and everything. They're like, hey, this is your player comp. And that's a big compliment. I would say them guys are both very very
Hell
veterans,
yeah.
Hall of Famers, and it's just I think it's pretty cool to have them. So yeah, I grew up
Wow. How
watching.
tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
No way.
Yeah,
I had no clue. 6'6".
yeah.
No wonder you're being compared to Randy Johnson. Like that dude's killing birds out of the air. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's that's crazy. Randy, you guys know who Randy Johnson is?
yeah.
Yeah, Dalen,
I play with him on my Diamond Dynasty.
you do.
He's my
Yeah,
starter.
he was great. Oh, he was good. That was back in my day. That was in my days.
Back in the old days, right?
Yeah, that's messed up, Dalen. Don't be saying
Hmm.
I had look. I had the class. I had the greats though. We had Roger Clemens, Greg Maddox, Tom Glavine. I mean, like, man, we had all those pitchers that came
Y'all
through
know
the
who that? Y'all
portal.
know who Grant Maddox is?
Yeah, the best painter.
I was about to say, please tell me you know who Greg Maddox is.
I
I,
know.
I'm a Braves fan, so I'm a know who Greg Maddox is.
Okay,
All right.
I'm a Braves fan too. I love the
What
Braves.
what team do you play for on Diamond Dynasty, or did you make up your own team?
I made my own team.
Yeah.
I gotta play. I gotta make my own team and stuff. Get my own players and stuff like that. So I'm a full 99 overall. I grind. Like I'm a try hard. I would say.
Well, let me ask you this: you're a big Call of Duty fan. What's the big difference between? And I don't know this answer. Big difference between Call of Duty and Fortnite
Bro,
because you're still
Fortnite's so
running
boring
around.
now.
You have to build.
Well, I wouldn't even say Fortnite's that boring. I, when you have bunch of like a group of guys like that never take anything serious, like my teammates, and we play Fortnite for 4 hours. We make it fun. It's 24/7. We make it fun. But the difference between Fortnite and Call of Duty, Fortnite is basically you can win and sit in the bush 24/7. I would say it's high. And
Yeah,
Call of Duty is just actually you have to be skillful at the game and have tactics and everything. I don't play Call of Duty with this. I would say I don't play Call of Duty with my teammates because they goof around 24/7, and I don't want my kill to death ratio to go down. Like I actually have to focus and be with a group, like my group of guys that I play with. I've been playing with for
that's
2
right.
years, 2 to 3 years.
You prefer to take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I take Call of Duty way more serious than I do Fortnite. Fortnite, I could care less what happens on Fortnite. Like
Yeah.
I'll sometimes play Fortnite to get away, but the main game I play to just relax my mind. I get on Minecraft,
Wow.
play Minecraft, and we've had from Georgia baseball team we've had 20 guys on one Minecraft server just playing, not doing anything, just playing a game.
You guys just walking around like throwing up walls or something? Like,
It's random. Like we'll just start getting materials. Like we'll build something. Like we did one where we played on complete hardcore. Like it's just completely random.
okay. I don't know enough about it. I've watched my son running around with a square head, building, seeing a square cow and all this different stuff. So, all right, dude. Well, we're getting close to the end. Dalen, you got any final questions you want to ask before we get ready to close this thing out?
Not really. I think I
No.
covered it all.
Was he educational for you?
Well, yeah. Is it like have you learned the stuff in college before, or is it like new?
You
What
mean
are we
how
talking
he's
about?
coached to pitch,
No,
or
like so you know how like there's like different steps of ratios in middle school, and then there's more ratio. There's like different ratios coming onto you in high school, and then like
Are you
what's
talking about like the knowledge I've gained?
what's different from
Um,
high school to college.
is night and day, rain and sunshine from high school to college. Um, and it's night and day from Georgia and Alabama. Hate to say it, but it's true. Georgia is one of the most technological places on the planet Earth. We have everything you can think of. TrackMan, Edgemetronics, like it's force plates, there's everything, and I didn't know anything about that until I got to Georgia. And ever since I got to Georgia, the information I've gained, I can know, I can know if something's not feeling right before I even if I throw a pitch, I don't even have to look at it. I can just know it's not right. It can be a strike, but I'm like that ball didn't spin. Probably like less than a 70% spin efficiency, and that's why I would say Georgia's the best place to go if you with Wes Johnson, best pitching coach in the absolute nation, and you have guys like I get Tennessee won the Natty. I get Texas A&M's really good. Like they're number one for a while, but you're not going to get somebody with as much knowledge as Wes Johnson. This guy's been around forever, and he's been in the game forever. He's been like we've had pro guys come to our field that have never been affiliated with Georgia, yes, but they have been affiliated with Wes, and we have some of Wes guys come back that have retired from the pros and say, hey, yeah, Wes is the real deal. And once I got here, it was like, okay, we're going to try this one day, and then if it clicks, we'll do it. And it clicked, and it's like, all right, we're trying this the next day. It's a new process every day. With Wes and George, you're going to learn something different and new every single day. It's just, do you have the mental capacity to be able to take on all of that and take notes and be able to maintain it and compensate that information 24/7? So yeah,
that's a lot right there, man. You know what? I don't know if these kids these days can handle that kind of stuff. Like that's a lot of responsibility, man. Are you two ready for this kind of stuff as you get older?
and the
Yeah,
crazy thing is, like, once y'all get older, it's gonna be even more stuff. So
I
like,
know. It's just going to stack. But look, that's why if you're in a good routine today, like you've got a good structure around you today, and as long as you put work in, it's just a gradual step every time versus you like it blowing your mind thinking, oh my gosh, this is way too much. So,
yeah,
but I expect you guys to, we're gonna see Alton in the MLB probably soon, and I think he should send us an autographed jersey if he gets there. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
agree. I agree.
I
All
expect
right.
that on my doorstep first thing you sign.
I got you.
We got a verbal contract right here,
I
guys. We
got
can take
y'all.
it
I
to
got
Judge
y'all.
Judy. So, all right, dude. Well, look, we got one last question we ask everybody before we let them go, and this is the question that usually stomps most people, but we're gonna ask it anyway. Dalen, do you have any clue what that question is?
I do.
Wait.
All right, Trey, take it over, man.
Uh, you walking up to the plate. What's your walk-up song?
Um.
Oh wow, I'm walking up to the plate. What's my walk up song?
Uh huh.
Dang man,
Told you it's hard.
like as a pitcher, as a hitter, am I hitting?
I don't know. It's up to you. Which one you
Oh,
want?
Both. Okay, both. All right, we're going both. If I'm pitching, I did this my freshman and sophomore year. Probably going to do some song by him. I'm a very old school type of like rapper. Like I love old school rappers, but
mm,
I did Eminem till I collapsed as a pitcher. And when I tell you the fans absolutely love that, they absolutely love that. If I am going to do a walk up as a hitter, it's gonna have to be one of my favorite top artists right now, Big Extra Plug. But let's see what song.
Hold on. Was the name of the artist Big Extra Plug?
Big X the Plug.
Big
Big
extra plus
X.
great.
I
Yeah.
thought he was plugging the artist. I didn't know that was the artist's name. Okay.
um, let's see, man. Like that's it's probably gonna have to be Prime Time by Big X the Plug. Love that
Prime
song. I
time,
still
Big
listen to that
X.
song
Okay.
repeat. And if my mom and dad were like, if my dad wasn't upstairs and my mom was here, they would definitely say that. I listen to Big
All
X the
right.
Plug night and day.
All right. And you like old school hip hop?
Oh yeah. So I'm what you call very like versatile. I love every genre of music.
Me too.
It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in and what day it is. Like today it was just mainly country. It was mainly like a Luke Bryan day, Zach Bryan, Hardy, John Party, Chris Stapleton, like all of them guys. Y'all probably don't know who the heck I'm talking about, like at all, and everything. And
Y'all got to
once you get older,
diversify.
yeah. And then if we're going old school rapper, we're going like Biggie, Tupac,
That's
like
it.
Ice Cube.
Ice. I like Ice Cube. Yeah,
Cube.
Ice Cube's a good
Hey,
one. Yeah.
listen, I gotta throw some hate on him though. Like, have you listened? Like his last few albums have been pretty rough. Have you heard this new one that he just released?
No, I have not. I only listen
Oh
to his
my
old
god!
school stuff. I only
Like
listen to his old school stuff.
yeah, you gotta go back to Lethal Injection, Cry. I
Yeah,
mean,
like I can't.
like
No, no, no,
oh
no, no,
my
no, no, no,
gosh,
no, no.
yeah. Like he's starting to do like Jack and Jill went down the hill rhymes, and I'm like, come on, Cube, you're tarnishing it.
Yeah,
But
but like
dude,
if we're going
I grew
to
up on that.
if we're going to the day rappers, we're going to go Gunna. Um, I love Young Thug.
Boss Mandela.
Huh?
Boss Mandela.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Do you know who Lil Papa is, bro?
You got
I've
me.
never
Little Papa,
Yeah.
we got
never heard
little
of this.
everything now.
It's literally it's gonna be a little bottle cap in like a year. Like
Dude, somebody just took
somebody,
that from you right there. They're gonna take it.
yeah, like so that's gonna be somebody's name. It's like these names and stuff. Like I love, I love. I need something I can understand. I can't listen to anything I don't understand at all.
Oh.
Like
Lyrics are important, man.
yeah,
Lyrics.
and like it has to be a meaning behind it. It just can't be like, all right, he's just saying this to say this.
Yep, I completely agree, man. That's why
And
Kendrick Lamar is like my today's favorite.
I
But
love Kendrick. Love Kendrick to
yeah.
death. Love Kendrick.
All right. Well, we got the walkouts. Dalen, Prince, you
Oh.
guys did pretty good, man. What's up? You about to say something?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Say it
All
if you
right.
say it if you think it.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what I was thinking.
All right. Well, look, it's okay. You can still let us know afterwards. But
Hey, you
all
guys.
right.
I think I followed both of you on Instagram. I can't remember, but if I did, I did. If I didn't, I will follow you guys.
Yeah, we got some superstars here. Dalen Select Fest.
And I
I
will tell
mean,
y'all,
go ahead.
y'all can talk. Y'all can ask me literally anything. I'm not one of the people that like you text and like I'm not going to text back. I do have complete access over my phone. I'm not like somebody runs it. So if you do text me, I might not get to you in the first 10 minutes, and I might, depends on if I'm on my phone. But if you text me, I'm going to respond. So you can ask me any questions 24/7. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably be up playing the game or doing something. So y'all should be up. But if you need something, please text me. I'm the type of person I love to help out people.
Hey, you can't ask for anything more than that right there, man. I mean, that's cheat codes right there to get you into college, man. He can help you do that. So, all right. Well, look, at the end of every show, man, we close out the show with our guests saying, "We'll catch you on the slide." So, Alton, here's how it works, man. At the end of the show, actually, let's see which one are we going to do here. So, Prince got that one. Dalen, you got this one.
um,
You think? All right, I'm gonna walk
mine
him.
is we'll catch you on the flight. That's
Yeah,
mine.
that's yes. You got that. I remember that one. So I'm gonna say until next time, Alton, and you're gonna
Cool.
say we'll catch you on the slide.
All right.
No, see, when Dalen was on the show, like I was like, all right, Dalen, here's what we're gonna say. He was like, yep, got it. And I said, all right, Dalen, until next time. And he's like, we'll catch you on the flight. And I was like, what flight? Where are we going? That's good stuff, dude. All
I
right,
love it.
Prince. Any more questions? Anything?
Nah.
You gotta change it from every time I see Prince, that's what I'm calling you. And normally I call you Trey. So, but all right. Hey, listen to everyone out there. Thank you guys for listening to the show. Continuing to help us grow. Make sure you go follow our guest today, Alton Davis II. This dude's taking his talents to Athens. I started to say in between the hedges, but you guys have hedges on the baseball field?
we don't.
Well, he's taking them to Athens, so we're going to keep up with this dude, and we're hopefully going to see his name called one day in the big countdown. So make sure you subscribe, follow, and like all of our posts and share. And if you know someone out there that we should have on the show, feel free to reach out to us and let us know. So that dog, I'm telling you, I forgot something. He keeps pointing it out. It's okay. Like, we're about over with. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Dalen?
Got it.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
All right, Alton. Until next time.
We'll catch you on the screen.
Oh, my dog.
Oh, you gotta cut that as a blooper. Oh my God, that is perfect.
I know it.
That is perfect.
All right, Alton, you ready?
Yeah.
Until next time.
We'll catch you on the slide.
There you go.
Thanks for joining the action and sharing our love for the game. Now go practice your swing, or at least look like a pro in the mirror. Subscribe and follow the Slide Podcast and the Field Team on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, a thumbs up, and recommend us to every person you meet. Got a question? Drop it in your review. We might just answer it on the podcast. Keep grinding, dreaming big, and remember, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Till next time, we'll catch you on the